Just image. You walk into a lawyer's office with one hope. You want this nightmare to end as fast as possible. You want to go back to your life. But what if the person sitting across from you has a reason to make sure that doesn't happen? What if the system you're trusting to free you actually makes more money the longer it keeps you inside it? Here is the story of David. David was 32 years old. He did laboring work, woke up before sunrise every day, came home with sore hands and 4 kids waiting at the door. He wasn't rich. He wasn't powerful. He was just a man who got caught in something he didn't fully understand. So he did what everyone told him to do. He hired a lawyer, paid $3,000, every dollar he had saved. He sat across that desk and heard 3 words. We have this. 8 months later, same case, same lawyer, new invoice, $11,000. And David, still waiting, still paying 4 kids at home, and a lawyer sending emails that said, we're making progress. Today, we're going to look at exactly how that works. Not the dramatic stories, the quiet, everyday mechanics, the ones nobody tells you about, until it's already too late. You think the lawyer's on your side. After all, you're paying them. You're the client. But here's the uncomfortable truth most people never hear. A lot of criminal defense lawyers don't get paid to win fast. They get paid by the hour, every phone call, every motion, every court date that gets pushed back, every extra document they file. Each one is another billable hour, and the longer your case drags on, the more hours they can charge. It's not always obvious. They won't say, I'm going to delay this so I can make more money. Instead, they use language that sounds like they're fighting for you. We need to file this motion. We should push back the hearing. We need more time to prepare. And you nod, because you don't know the system. You think more fighting means better chances, but sometimes more fighting just means more billing. Think about it for a second. If a lawyer can end your case in 3 months with a decent plea deal, they make X amount. If they stretch that same case into 18 months, they make 4 or 5 times X. Same result for you, sometimes even worse. But for them, it's the difference between paying their bills comfortably or struggling. Now here's where it gets darker. They know you're scared. They know you've never been through this before. So they use that fear. They tell you the prosecutor is being too harsh. They tell you the judge won't accept this deal. They tell you we can do better, even when the deal on the table is already good. And every time you say yes to one more motion, one more delay, one more fight, you stay in the system longer. Your life stays on hold longer. Your stress, your money, your mental health, all keep getting drained while their invoice keeps growing. David knew none of this. He just kept saying yes because he trusted the man in the suit. Because what else was he supposed to do? This isn't just about bad lawyers. This is about a system that rewards the behavior. Hourly billing creates an incentive to keep you trapped. Not forever, just long enough for the case to become their main source of income. Long enough that closing it would hurt their pocket. And the scariest part, most clients never realize it's happening. They think the lawyer is being aggressive on their behalf. They think the delays are necessary. They think the system is just slow. But slow isn't always natural. Sometimes slow is profitable. Now here's the mirror. This doesn't only happen in courtrooms. Think about your phone plan. The company makes it complicated to cancel. They keep you in the system longer. Think about certain jobs. Some managers don't want you to grow too fast because if you stay in the same role, they keep getting value from you without training someone new. Think about toxic relationships. One person keeps creating small problems, small dramas, because as long as there's conflict, the other person stays emotionally invested, stays in the system. The tactic is the same. Keep the person inside. Make leaving feel harder than staying. Make the exit cost more than the current pain. Whether it's a lawyer, a company, a boss, or a partner, the game is often identical. So, what do you actually do with this? You don't become paranoid of every lawyer, but you become aware. You ask direct questions. How long do you realistically see this taking? What's the fastest realistic outcome? Are there any motions we can skip without hurting the case? You watch how they answer. You notice if they always push for more time or if they're actually trying to get you out. Because the lawyer who truly wants to help you leave the system will sometimes tell you things you don't want to hear. They'll say the deal on the table is good. They'll say fighting more might not be worth it. They'll be willing to end the case, even if it means less money for them. That's the difference. Not every lawyer plays this game, but the ones who do are counting on you not knowing the rules. Think about David for a second. 32 years old, laborer, 4 kids. He didn't walk into that office greedy. He didn't walk in looking for shortcuts. He walked in scared, and he trusted the one person who was supposed to help him get out. That trust cost him everything he had saved, and then some. Now here's the question I want you to sit with tonight. Think of someone in your life right now, a lawyer, a boss, a partner, anyone, who always has one more reason you're not ready to leave yet. One more motion, one more delay, one more conversation. Is it complicated because it actually is, or because someone needs it to stay that way? David is still waiting for his answer. What about you?